Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Well, the Star Wars Episode 9 trailer just dropped. They dropped it at Star Wars Celebration. Now it's all over YouTube and the internet. Episode 9 is entitled The Rise of Skywalker, which this is supposed to be the end of the Skywalker saga. So the title, I'm not sure what to think about that. I like that. I mean, the whole reason I watch Star Wars is because of Luke Skywalker and the Skywalker family, Anakin. So, it makes you wonder, why did they title Episode 9 The Rise of Skywalker? Like I said, they dropped this trailer at Star Wars Celebration. It's in Chicago this year. I'm about 5 hours away, so I didn't go. I watched some of the Star Wars Celebration till they show the trailer. And this is my review of the trailer. First of all, you hear Mark Hamill's voice. He's doing a voiceover on the trailer, so you hear him saying dialogue during the trailer. He's talking to Rey about this is her fight. Now, just be aware that movie trailers can be misleading. Sometimes they do it on purpose. So it opens up with Rey standing on a desert world and a TIE interceptor headed toward her. And first thing I'm wondering is, why is the TIE interceptor firing its lasers at her? But it doesn't. So that's the first thing. Why is it not shooting at her? I don't know. And it doesn't show the pilot, the face of the pilot. It shows his hands, or her hands, and you hear a labored breathing, sort of. I'm not sure. But just as the interceptor closes up on her, she turns around, runs, and she jumps up as it's going toward her. It's almost as if the TIE interceptor is not concerned with her. Or it's flying by so she can jump up and land on it and hitch a ride. I don't know. But if it was going after her, why wasn't it firing at her? So anyway, then we cut to Kylo. He's still got his lightsaber. It's got the hilt. And it shows that he's welding back his helmet back together that he destroyed in The Last Jedi. So that's good. You know, that's part of Star Wars, is having a helmet. I don't want any of my expectations subverted in this movie. But then again, I don't want the same old thing. So, like I said in previous videos, I'm expecting Kylo to don Darth Vader's helmet, because it seems to me Darth Vader had to have more than one helmet, because his helmet, it looks like it changed through the movies. So I'm kind of sort of expecting him to either weld his helmet back and incorporate some of Darth Vader's helmet into Kylo's helmet, or just put on one of Darth Vader's used helmets. And then after that, we see Lando and Chewie briefly in the Falcon, and Lando's laughing. It was great to see that. It was great. I mean, I was wondering where Lando was in The Force Awakens. I mean, it's Lando. I mean, and he looks great, you know, and he's laughing, even though, you know, the circumstances why he has the Falcon probably isn't good, because, you know, one of his best friends is dead, Han Solo, but we'll see. And then there's a desert battle with, looks like some speeder bikes. Hard to tell what's going on there, but we see C-3PO and Poe, and I think it was Finn, in a desert battle with speeder bikes. Then we see Leia hugging Rey in an embrace, and we all know that Carrie Fisher's passed away, and it looked good. It looked good. Rey had a tear streaming down her cheek as she was embracing Leia. That looked good. I heard they're using technology to taking cut scenes of Leia and other actors and incorporating it in The Rise of Skywalker, Episode 9. Then you hear Mark Hamill saying, "We'll always be with you. No one's ever really gone." And I think he actually tweeted that at one time in the past few months. And it's Mark Hamill, man. I love him. So what does that tell you? We'll always be with you. No one's ever really gone. Just take that for what it means, I guess. And then at the last scene, you see Rey and the whole group, the whole group standing on just a regular world that's got grass and an ocean, and you see some wreckage in the ocean, and to me that looks like part of the Death Star that blew up. It looks like, where the Death Star is round, and then you have the flat part where it shot, its planet destroying blaster lasers out. It looks like part of that crescent from a Death Star, one of the Death Stars that had blown up. We don't know which one it is. Could be the one near Yavin or Endor. Who knows? I couldn't tell from the looks of the planet. But that looks like it was to me. I might be wrong. It may be something else, not a part of the Death Star. But that's what it looked like to me. And at the very end, I took notes. At the very end, you hear, it fades to black, and you hear a laugh. Now, I had to play it 2 or 3 times to figure out who that laugh was, and I still didn't. But I've narrowed it down. It's either Snoke or Palpatine. That's what it sounded like to me. I couldn't tell. I'd have to listen to it more times, but my mind starts playing tricks on me whose laugh it was. It's probably Snoke's. But I'm thinking that it could have been the Emperor's or Palpatine. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Tell me what you think that laugh is. I'll put a link to the trailer. It's all over the YouTube right now. All over the YouTube. But here's when I ended up. I like the title, The Rise of Skywalker. Of course, the special effects look fantastic. They always do in a Star Wars movie nowadays. They always get that right, to me. It's a teaser trailer. Just remember that. And if they're wise, they're just showing the first few minutes of the movie, maybe. I've got the feeling that J.J. Abrams has maybe pulled out all the stops, which I wanted him to do. Just have a blowout, Of course, I would have done even more. I would have just had a blowout, bring in all kinds of Force ghosts, and I talked about having maybe a machine and unknown regions. I'd like to seen Yoda, and Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul, and Vader, and Kenobi, all of them come back and actually have a lightsaber duel, a mass lightsaber duel with all these icons. And at the same time, I would have liked to seen Thrawn in orbit and space battles. Star Wars is about lightsaber duels and space battles, and there's a bunch of different things that we kind of expect in every movie. So I'm hoping that JJ's pulled it all out. It looks like it's going to be kind of emotional, which is good. But just don't subvert my expectations in a bad way too much. Anyway, take a look at the trailer. Tell me what you think about this new Star Wars teaser trailer, The Rise of Skywalker. Let me know in the comments, and may the Force be with you.